الله وبركاته يا شباب. معكم محمد من قناة محمد للجيمز. الأخير ورحمة الأخير ولكن تشوف فالهالا. خلصنا المشوار دي كده بقى أعداء الأوردر.
Show me what lies ahead.
Are you watching from the backs?
Find the Order's temple.
هروح معبد الأمراء اللي هو الشال اللي فيه جزء اسسن بتاعه.
Find the Order's temple.
خلاص بقى ما بدأ.
Find the Order's temple.
Have a look, Sunan.
في علامة هنا للأسف نخش كده. لازم الباب يكون مفتوح. لازم يحمسونا عليه.
Find the Order's temple. Find the Order's temple.
عليكم السلام.
Find the Order's temple.
The other side must be barred.
Find the Order's temple.
Came down.
What do you see?
عايز انط من فوق يا فوق.
Find the Order's temple.
If Aelfir's sister spoke true, I will find answers in the ruins.
Find the Order's temple.
تمام باخد الأوردر.
This must be it. The door to Aelfir's secrets.
Search the temple.
أبحث عن كل الدلائل.
An unsealed letter. Press E close. The mark is Aelfir.
والله إيه.
I will send this to Hytham. He may make some sense of it.
Search the temple.
تبع هيثم ممكن يعرف يحللها.
Search the temple.
Must be blocked from the other side.
زي ما أقول في حاجة. الرداء ده كده.
Fated decree. Press E close. A universal decree. Writ this 870th year of the
Everything they did was to undermine Elfred. She lied to me. There is nothing here of the Order. I should see Alfred for my reward.
مفيش أي حاجة هنا تبع الأوردر مكتبت. أروح أتكلم مع ألفرد عشان أخذ.
world. Hold left mouse button fast.
هنخلص المدينة دي كده بالمرة متوقع فيها.
Come forth, Eivor.
بيقول لي تاخد دم يا الله.
Here is far enough.
بيقول هنا كفاية.
When wrongdoers came to devour my flesh, these enemies stumbled and fell.
Have the laws of hospitality been thrown out, Alfred? I did exactly as we agreed.
That you did.
عملنا اللي احنا
But
اتفقنا
do
عليه.
not mistake necessity for friendship.
لكن ما تعملش
You are a man of your word, a man of God.
Indeed. By his example, I live my life. Goodwin?
Here is the only silver fit for one of your dragon boats. A reminder of Christ's sacrifice and our charity.
ده تذكار.
This too I offer you. Live here among us in peace as a Christian, or die a pagan in a blood-soaked field. All you have to lose is life everlasting.
And if I choose neither?
He offers you hope, Eivor. A life of purpose, above and beyond this one. You'd be a fool to refuse.
Your reign will end, King of the West Saxons. Raven wings will beat until your throne crumbles to dust.
You were wrong, Goodwin. This one is beyond saving.
ما فهمتش العسل غير ما ادانيش السلطة اللي
You had your chance, damn you!
I did not want it.
ندى الرجالة كلها شكلهم عشان يحبسونا هنا.
Damn you, Alfred.
نهرب أحسن ولا جسم أحسن؟ اللي إما تقعد هنا في الكنيسة إما تاخد هذا المكان.
I will return to Hytham and Ranvi. They will want to know what happened here.
بس بتقول ايه كده انا هرجع لرمزي وخايفة عشان اقول لهم على اللي حصل هنا. كده كده البلد دي انا ههب عليها قريب. كابي مهب عليها.
Order. Sister. Press spacebar unmark. Note world.
فين الولية دي بقى؟ انا هسافر لك سفرية بنت اللذينة للغتاتة بتاعت دم
Hold left.
دي. قاعدة في مكان غتت زي شكلك. ما علينا.
Hold left mouse button fast.
وراه. ملوش عشان نرجع لهيثم بالمرة. الملك بتاع الزنبالك ده كينج ألفرد هحط عليه حطة. نقتل الجبل الأخير من أعضاء الأرض.
Skill. Fate. Let the fate guide your path. All your unspent skill points. Fate.
على أقوى رينك ظلمت أقوى رينك 402. أنا جايب اكس بي على حاجات أعلى من اللي عندي. ده بحد ذاته حاجة كويسة. شفت على رينك في اللعبة كنت محتاج أي مهام جانبية في أي حاجة تاني، بس أنا خدت من اللعبة. هيبقى لنا نصيب نلعب بمطرقة صوت بإذن الله، وهجيب سلاح قوتن برضه إن شاء الله. بس قالوش الحاجة السفيدة اللي هناك دي يا ايزور ما تهبليش، ما تفقدناش الحماس. ليه يا عم كل دول بيحموك يا عم؟ اوباش قتلت عن نص الدخان. شفت القتال ده؟ تستاهل الحاجة تفيدة دي، قاعدة في وسط الرجالة دي لوحدها
The
ليه؟
Archbishop never suspected my heresy. I kept secrets as I gathered believers. I appeared so pious my eyes bled for him, but I've never felt as much love for his God. Not like I do the old gods. The true gods. Our ancient creators. Your life was a lie, you mean? You threw your honor into the ocean. When I told the Archbishop my true belief, he was horrified. So I silenced him. That silence comes for you now.
I must come for you! Strike with me!
لا تبرح من
World.
نطلع من هنا.
Hold left.
ايه ده؟ في مسابقة شعر. طب استنونا يا شباب نخلص مسابقة الشعر دي وارحل تاني. وبرجر رايد يا جدعان. هناخد مسابقة الشعر دي. تفاريح كده كده انا ممكن اعمل اي حاجه بالقوه مش هتفرق يعني. ايوه لا لا هم
Good day. What is your name?
I am Eivor, of the Raven Clan.
And are you a flighter?
When the mood strikes. Do you wish to flight with me?
Oh no, certainly not. I don't engage in such things. Haven't the head for it. My brother, however, he is quite proficient.
Ah, then you wish to compete with me.
I should mention, my brother has taken a strict vow of silence. If you wish to flight, I will translate and relay his verses.
I think I understand.
Good. Hark! To those gathered round, wave your hands and rejoice. I shall trounce this poor fool without use of my voice. Such is his challenge. Do you wish to face him?
I'll happily challenge him.
I'll happily challenge you. Sorry, him.
Money. Big money.
Here you are, my bet.
Good. Now remember, it is not me you are flighting. I am but a conduit for his words.
I will keep this well in mind.
Good. He is ready. Come you closer, friend Eivor, and lend me your ear. The most cutting of flights from my mouth you'll not hear. But by proxy I'll call you a milksop and boor.
If though you speak through another, your writing's still poor. If this is your best, I've got nothing to fear. You're afflicted with terrible arrogance, but perhaps I am the cure?
You are afflicted with terrible arrogance, but perhaps I am the cure.
Your body is withered, your garments absurd. I'll topple you over with nary a word. I'm devoted to flights, though to silence avowed.
You're a simpleton and a fool, and you should never be proud. Though you choose to be quiet, your folly is loud. I'm devoted to winning, or haven't you heard? Though you choose to be quiet.
Your visage is ghastly. I'm cowed by your stink. I should like to write more, but you're not worth the ink. So, a last parting phrase. You're as dim as they come.
I will. With such you're a waste of good quiet. Go choke on your pen. With such drivel to speak, I see why you keep mum. I will easily crush you beneath my thumb. With you.
You're a waste of good quiet. Go choke on your pen.
Your pitiful flighting has left me quite cold. So leave here with speed once you've paid me your gold.
You have bested me, but I will
The failure Eivor returns. Will you compete again?
I will.
I will.
Money.
Here you are.
Good.
I will keep this well in mind.
Good. He is ready. Come you closer, friend Eivor, and lend me your ear. The most cutting of flights from my mouth you'll not hear. But by proxy I'll call you a milksop and boor.
If, though you speak through another, your writing's still poor. If this is your best, I've got nothing,
Though you speak through another, your flighting's still poor.
Your body is withered, your garments absurd. I'll topple you over with nary a word. I'm devoted to flights, though to silence avowed.
Though you choose to be quiet, your folly is loud. I'm devoted to winning, or haven't you heard? Though you're a simpleton and a fool, and
though you choose to be quiet, your folly is loud.
Oh my! Your visage is ghastly. I'm cowed by your stink. I should like to write more, but you're not worth the ink. So, a last parting phrase. You're as dim as they come.
I will. With such drivel to speak, I see why you keep mum. I will easily crush you beneath my thumb.
With such drivel to speak, I see why you keep mum.
Very fine work. As an impartial observer, I must say you won.
Thank you.
My brother has a few parting words. You have bested me squarely and thus won the day. So take what you've earned now and hurry away.
I will. Farewell to you both.
World.
نرجع.
Hold. Bound to hold left mouse button fast track.
Yes, just one more, and only because you all have such good taste. Now, this one begins a long time ago.
نروح للرينج الأول.
It was not rubbish. I intended to use it. Please, calm down.
Randvi, what is this?
Another dispute, I'm afraid. With Holger stirring the pot once again. Will you set in judgment?
Judgments are the burden of a Jarl. This is Sigurd's duty now.
He refuses to leave his quarters. Right now, you are the only noble fit for this.
I don't know. It is not my place.
Please. Only until Sigurd recovers his strength.
All right. Once more. Gudrun, Holger, come forward. You'll state your cases and I'll hear you out and be as swift in my judgment as I am able.
Gudrun, I will hear from you.
Gudrun, you may speak.
I have been robbed, Eivor. My property defaced. 3 days ago, I discovered some of my sailcloth missing. I scoured the settlement in search of it. Passing Holger's home, there I see it. Boldly displayed and worse, defaced, with scrawls and silly stories upon it.
Lies and slander!
Holger, quiet. You're well acquainted with the rules of this trial. Now, Gudrun, what did you do upon discovering your sailcloth?
I confronted him, demanding silver. For sil with Holger's inky scratching cannot be sold or bartered, can it? I ask only that I be paid for the property that was taken from me, yet he refuses.
So Holger took something that belonged to you and defaced it. Now you wish to be paid for the item. Do I understand?
That is right.
Gudrun, I will hear from you.
Holger, what say you in your defense?
Short days ago, I found a pile of mildew-stained detritus beneath the docks, and salvaged what I could. I wish to use it as a canvas, you see? As a conveyance for my latest works. The sailcloth was in such a state, and so obscured from view, I assumed it was refuse, abandoned goods.
I see.
My motives were honest, Eivor. Would a thief be so brazen as to display the fruits of his crime? Hardly. Yet here she claims I have robbed and defaced her property, when all I took was rubbish left by to rot.
Nonsense.
My only crime here is that I gave something ugly and decrepit a bold new life.
I see. So you feel Gudrun disposed of something, and now unreasonably seeks its return.
Exactly. Yes.
Good, I've heard enough.
All right, I have heard enough.
I might have profited from that cloth. Holger has all but robbed me of a future boon.
It was garbage. Yet now it's a part of something greater. If anything, I have increased its value. You ought to thank me.
Oh, I will thank you with the back of my...
Quiet. Let me speak.
Good, hear statements again. Gudrun is right.
After careful thought, it is clear that...
What is this? What are you doing?
Holger and Gudrun are at odds. I hope to find a resolution.
That duty is mine alone, Eivor. You know this. Stand aside.
You were not here, brother. Nor did I wish to bother you.
A sallow excuse for such a bold defiance. I hope you enjoyed it. Are you finished singing, my dear Skald?
My Jarl, as I was saying,
Stop! Enough! I have heard more than enough to render my judgment. For as long as I've known you, Holger, you have spun words into lies. You weaken the minds of children, and delude the minds of men. I've shown you too many years of tolerance. And rather than exist in grateful meekness as Holger the liar, you sink lower. You become Holger the thief, robbing a woman of her livelihood, all in the name of your stupid stories.
Sigurd, Jarl, no, that is not the...
This is the consequence of your actions. You will pay Gudrun the value of 30 sailcloths.
30 times? Surely you jest. That would ruin me, Sigurd.
Do I look like one to play pranks, Holger? Pay the fee, or be exiled.
Great, Jarl. If I may, I seek only compensation for a single sailcloth. The rest
30 times! In silver! That is my judgment.
Eivor, please. Does this not seem unfair?
This judgment is unfair.
Sigurd, the punishment must fit the crime. Your judgment is cruel and unfair.
Cruel and unfair? Oh, no. No, you have it backwards. I am the definition of what is fair and what is not. I am your Jarl, the source of all right and wrong, the Lord of justice in this place. Without rank, without order, without a chain of command, life cannot endure. Chaos will reign. Do you understand?
As my brother and my Jarl, I back you, Sigurd. But in the face of injustice, I cannot help but speak.
Have you never in your life known when to hold your tongue, Eivor? Nor defer to those wiser than yourself? My judgment stands. 30 times the sailcloth's value. That is final.
Thank you, Lord, for hearing us out.
See to it that judgment is carried out exactly as I have said. Should the need arise again, do not fail to rouse me.
Nice to see you. I want to thank you for your judgment, Eivor. For stepping in when Sigurd would not, in spite of what happened.
Poor man. I've never known him to be so angry and reckless. Is that a sight you have seen?
Rarely. There have been moments when he was distressed, worried, afraid. But nothing like this. Never, ever like this.
Let us do our best for him, as we take care of our own. We are his best hope for healing.
If it is not too late. In the meantime, we press on.
The Order in Winchester has been wiped out, but we are no longer welcome there. My contact was none other than King Alfred himself. The Order wanted him dead, so he fought back.
Alfred? The line between friend and enemy is a porous one.
قبل ما اعمل اي حاجة تعرف يا سجرد انا عايز الوشك والله انت دي معلش هسيبك حرب اصلا انا اللي بنيها المدينة دي عشان
quests. Breaking the order. Eivor has agreed to help the hidden Viking bound. A brief history of the Asgard. A brief history of the hidden ones. Bound to tracked
هنشوف بس هيثم الأول.
Hey, my boy.
Bag.
Order.
The father. Note taken from the الأخير.
هو الأخير.
This one begins a long time ago at a desert oasis far away.
I'm grateful to see Basim returned. There's so much more I wish to learn from him.
I cleared Winchester of the Order. Yet to do so meant working with King Alfred.
Your poor fellow soldier led you to the King of Wessex? How very strange. He, or she, is toying with you, it seems.
Order medallion. Give order medallions. 15. What do you do here? Order medal. What do you do here?
I have to go.
Then go in peace.
Bag. Order. The father. Continue the story to find the next clue.
ناقص دليل تاني لسه ما جبتوش.
Hilda.
هنكمل باقي المهمات.
This one begins a long time ago at a desert oasis.
لسه مطولين آخر واحد.
Alliance table show.
I want to see the Alliance map.
Grant Abridges. Klausis stress. Urvik sire. Klausis stress skyer. Urvik sire. Eligible. Suggested power 190. Press. Klausis stress skyer.
What transpires in Gloucestershire?
You may have noticed that Gunnar has disappeared from his forge. He has traveled to Gloucestershire in search of a wife.
A wife?
He is in love.
When did this happen?
When doesn't this happen with our dear lovelorn blacksmith? But there is a bright side. He has asked you to join him.
Join his search for a wife?
And see that he does not make a fool of himself. I believe he thinks that your presence would bolster his image.
I will pledge to Klausis Stresgeyer.
هو يدور على مراته. تعال نروح وخلاص.
All right, I'll be Gunnar's keeper, if only to bring him back in one piece.
Very generous of you. Make for the town of Gloucester. You will find him there.
وصلت يا شباب. شكله القصة لسه مش هتديني احداثيات. اخر واحد دلوقتي.
I need your eyes, my friend.
خلص المهمة الهبلة دي اللي هدور على مرات واحد.
Find and speak to Gunnar in western Gloucester.
It's land and mean in Leanhammer. It's way in it.
Find and speak to Gunnar in western Gloucester.
And with a smile I haven't...
Eivor, thought I smelt you on the wind.
Gunnar, with the speed you left home, I thought you'd been carried off by Valkyries.
I have. This Valkyrie right here, Bridget, my own heart's root. Meet Eivor,
It takes a rare woman to nail down our Gunnar. Good to meet you as well.
How did you meet? Tell me about your... when are you marrying? How did you find a woman in these backwoods?
She came through the settlement selling runes, outshone every stone in her satchel. She offered me a trade, a rune for a brooch I was making. I got a better deal, but she loves the ugly little thing.
Have you a family, Bridget?
Naf mama dad carried Devin Gillid and Anon. Couldn't have drews me.
Bridget Man Pa were the last high priestess and elderman. They since passed on, but the current elderman looks out for her.
I should like to meet this elderman of yours, if our kinfolk are to be joined.
A union forged in love. Come, we go find him. Oh, and don't blame me if he's heard a tale or two about you. What about it, Bridge?
Dim Jolch. You two bags of air sich o gwmpas gilydd. The Tavor gal clis llawn.
فرنسية دي.
Right, no daylight to waste then, huh?
So the Elderman may have heard a tale or two about my exploits.
Not all from me. Your name will be on the lips of every skull for years to come.
And the merchants here are not unsettled by lurking Vikinger.
They come from all over to celebrate Samhain. Most are too busy with the festivities to pay us mind.
Samhain? Is that what these carved roots are for? This tradition?
Aye. Faces cut into lanterns to ward off evil spirits and guide children home.
They have a haunted look about them. Let's bring a few back.
Order. The father. Continue the story to find the father.
أكمل القصة عشان تلاقي الدليل الثاني بتاعه. خلينا بقى في القصة. اقعدين.
There is the elderman, Kunan.
هو ده الرئيس اسمه كونان.
A good leader, seeing to his people's needs. Let us join hands when his task is done.
Yeah, then let's introduce you to Tevdur. Hands as clammy as a dead haddock, but his heart is in the right place. And he'll be Elderman after Kunan. Tevdur, this is Eivor, my chieftain.
Ah, yes. The way Gunnar speaks, I expected,
Me to ride in on a winged horse, cure the sick and the blind. His compliments are as blunt as his hammer.
Ah, more pagans crowding our table. Just lovely. Well, what brings you here?
My friend's wedding.
I'm here to hasten my friend's marriage and drink my weight in ale. If friendship comes afterwards, then all the better.
And what has Dane friendship done for Christian Mercia? Unseated godright kings for puppet rulers?
We brought stability.
طبعا بيقول لي انت جاي تحتفل على اساس ايه؟
What?
I'm here as a friend to Gunnar. I do not like to make enemies when breaking bread, so tread careful, boy.
Apples! Eivor, wait until you try the cider. You like cider, eh? Tevdur? Cider?
Ah, you must be Eivor. Tevdur, I see you've welcomed our honored guest. Come just in time for my last Samhain.
At your behest. We welcome all pagans set upon God's own Gloucester.
Tevdur, as your harvest king, I demand that you remove the turnip from your arse and be merry. So you've come to meet the family before you whisk my Bridget away to her life as a smithy's bride.
We're honored to have her join the Raven clan, but your lush landscape will be hard to match.
I must give away girl and land in this misty season, but Gunnar is a good man, and he speaks tirelessly of you.
If you will excuse me, I have matters to attend to.
Ah, yes, the shrine. And with so many thieves and fangs on the path, a fellow may fall in God's service.
Kunon, I do not need a heathen escort.
Youth cut down in its prime, without even the memory of warm thighs and cider to sustain him in the afterlife.
Then by my honor, I shall not rest until I return him to you safely. Aye, Tefter?
I see I am outmatched. Though it deign joining in praise to Saint Kenhelm, God will weep.
My lady love calls, Eivor. Oh, if you'd like to join us later, we're going hoodening this eve.
Go, may you have a fire-forged friendship. Watch for fairies, fenfolk, and fiends. I have a hand fastening to oversee, an apprenticeship to officiate, and a pig to slaughter.
Well, shall we then?
ايوه يلا بينا.
Samhain. Kunon humors these pagans too much. It is the first thing gone when I am Elderman. Fires and magic, spirits in the air. Gloucestershire has strayed from God's light.
People need carousing, especially before the winter frost. The festival brings warmth and cheer.
God's light does not dim as the night chill, but the winters are hard upon the children. Seeing them run around,
it lightens the heart. Are there priests in your lands? I've met a few, liked even fewer.
The profane has gone unchallenged here. I alone am the Reformation. They are a flock in need of my shepherding.
And how will you lead this great renewal?
They will fill the church's pews, and we will thank him for all the gifts he brings. Not false idols of wood and clay.
And yet, are we going to pray at the idol of another? Is this Saint Kenhelm your god?
No, and we do not call him such. He is simply closer to the Lord's ear. Low in a mead of kine under a thorn, lieth or Kenhelm, Kingborn. Is this land not beautiful, Eivor?
Aye.
Look, the path is untouched by danger, so your company is not needed.
You're a kinder man than the mask you wear. You won't be rid of me. I'll keep my word to Kunon for your safe return.
Speak to Tudor.
I don't understand this Christian praying. I thank Odin while standing. Why get your knees dirty?
To humble ourselves before God. Besides, I've dirtied my knees doing worse.
That sounds like a tale I'd like to lend my ear to.
Please, Eivor, I must pray.
Should I watch, or turn my back?
Oh Lord, gift upon this lowly servant your greatest gift. Patience.
I'll not have to interrupt your prayer to protect you, Teftir.
And yet you insist on doing so. What is it you are looking at? A hare?
Teftir, get to safety. Find somewhere to hide.
Where did they come from? Eivor, thank you for saving my life.
It is good I was here to protect you. Maybe Kunon has the eyes of prophecy.
Splood, cloven-hoofed and sent by Lucifer himself. This land must be returned to God's grace.
More likely the shrine is in their territory.
Lord, we thank thee for your protection.
It's not safe here.
Give me my moment's prayer, Eivor. I ask only this.
We should return to Gloucester, unless you'd like to thank the little martyr here for tonight's feast.
I'm not a babe in the woods in need of constant guard. Go on without me.
I gave Kunan.
Yes, your word. And when I see him, I will say you protected me from being skewered upon those devil's tusks. Oh, and Eivor, I owe you a drink at least. Later, if you'd have one. Find me at the festivities.
Speak to Gunnar.
يذهب من دوني. تكلموا نوقف الفيديو يا شباب. زعلت ان هو ما جابليش حساسيات الغرفة.
Eivor, there you are.
Here I am.
So, what adventures did you find in my absence?
Escorted Teftir to the shrine of some Christian saint. Our path was not peaceful. Accosted by a singular of boar.
Odd, but path na usually safe. To the Brevo.
But you saved his hide. I bet it was quite the sight. Two of you as a pair.
He's fine. I doubt Tudor. I need a he's fine.
I kept my word to Kunan, and that spatchcock Teftir lives.
Restraint, Eivor? I was half expecting you to wallop the lad around the head and ass.
I've bridged hands with most of England, Gunnar. And I've held my temper around worse than Teftir. I need a drink.
Try the cider. It's from last year's apple harvest. Skull.
Skull. So, you invited me to a hoodening. What mischief is this?
Niguiscal Anvela Sprudjan and Creatures of the Vale. The bag for treats.
Glowachester gives their glut to otherworldly visitors, and if you dress as one, you'll get that bounty yourself.
Freely given. I've only seen such a thing done at feasts.
Then we turn you into a beastie and have you roam the hills, praying for sweets and drink.
It's hardly a disguise. Just a cloak and some bones.
Nonsense. You are the very spirit of the Mary Louved. Now, that's good. Become the Mary Louved, the spirit who sings for cake and ale. And you cannot have your cloak back until we leave.
I'll keep this covering. But even a knife to my throat could not make me sing on command.
Knock on doors is the Mari LWYD.
Clear as a bell. Not full.
Gunnar, if no one else is dressed this way. Trick or treat!
What business have you? Oh, the Mary Louis. Right. We're doing cakes instead of beer this year. Sour night and the moon is high. Mary Louis haunts my door.
Give me sweets and candied treats, the kind I most adore. The air is chilling, and ghosts are spilling all across the misty moor.
Give me sweets and candied treats, the kind I most adore.
Here then, sweets for the Mari Louis. You've earned it.
Are you playing the role of trickster spirit?
Can trickster spirits see? The eye holes in this mask are terrible.
All it takes is a mask and some sweet cakes to turn you into a gentle skull.
I am not going to sing, Gunnar. Are you ready to rhyme with me?
Down the road from my abode, there is an open vale.
Hope to gods this Mari LWYD doesn't fail. I've been here knocking, and walking, now give me cake and ale.
Hope to gods this Mary Louis doesn't fail.
Ah, have a cake for your troubles then.
Lads getting into their cups, scaring the wee one.
Giddy! Oh, thank the gods. We've been waiting for children all night to empty our stores so we can go to the party. Have some extra.
Look at these cakes. Sweet as honey, Gunnar. You should see this. Gunnar? My cakes. Be my eyes soon. Gunnar!
Find Gunnar's whereabouts.
Damn deserter.
Take your false gods and piss them.
You are either fearless or stupid, boy, to speak to someone of the Raven clan this way.
Fitting name for scavengers. Winged rats taking what isn't yours.
I'll pick out your eyes and feed them to your god.
Gunnar, we are guests here. Let them go. We can hood more. You seem to want your nose broken, so let me oblige.
Christ, I'm tall.
You finished. You lot, we should be burning alive.
Are you sure you don't want to stay in Gloucester?
They know how to have fun. My leg!
Gunnar!
Enough! Keep your brawls to the other side of the river. There's children about.
I don't answer to you, witch.
Thomas Fletcher, I brought you into this world, wiped your mother's birth blood from your face. Mind your tongue. Let's see that leg then.
It's nothing.
Careful with the old man. He's had many winters' worth of wounds.
Tilukis. Modron's a gumpas to patch this land.
Thanks for helping. Will he be? Thanks for helping.
Your aid is welcome.
Men drown themselves in ale on Samhain. But I fear for the fragile peace when Tevder becomes eldermen.
With Dina fall. Regardless of voice and poor.
That man called you a witch.
I lead those who follow the old ways in Gloucestershire. But I offer my healing services on both sides of the river. Gwyneth, my love, go back to the house and bring me the garlic salt.
And the worms? Are we cleaning or cutting, Mother?
Yes, grab the worms just to be safe. Now go, child. I promise not to cut it off before you return.
Give me strength.
My mom Modron is known I'm a humor towish Gudran.
I'm glad you all finding my mortal injury so funny. Go, Eivor. Make merry and try to loosen Tevder's shoulders.
Modron, you do not have to save his leg. I'll understand.
That limb will be fine. But no medicine in England will stop the dribble from his mouth. I do not work miracles.
قبل ما نتكلم مطول انا هوقف الفيديو لحد هنا يا شباب. المره الجايه على خير ان شاء الله. تكون في الله وامانه وسلام.